Bossing, skilling, guides. Hey guys, it is Scuzzy, and welcome to another Ramblings episode. This is exciting. I haven't done one of these for like 1.5 weeks, so it's good to get back into these. And this time we actually have a suggestion from someone. So I'm not exactly sure how to say this. Alon RS says, "Hey Scuzzy, I really enjoy listening to what you're thinking while I play RS myself. I have a topic for the next rambling episode. It could be something like, is it bad to be spending hours on hours playing RS by yourself if you are enjoying it? Sometimes I think to myself, why am I even playing this game? I should do other stuff, but then at the same time, I'm enjoying it. I hope you understand." And I replied to Alon by saying, yeah, I understand, because I believe I do understand. It's a hugely loaded question, which is why I didn't give any feedback in the comment to his comment. I wanted to make a video solely on this, and it'll probably take the entirety of this video. If not, I do have another topic that I can discuss. It's a good point, and I said I would have to leave the details in the video. So, let's look at that question again. Is it bad to be spending hours on hours playing RS by yourself if you are enjoying it? Well, first we need to understand what the question is. He's asking, is it bad to be spending hours on hours playing RS by yourself? He specified, like, specifically by yourself, which would include things like what I'm doing now, not really, having community with anyone, just doing my own thing and gaining experience. Or if your thing is PVM, you could be doing solo PVM. Now, this is a hugely loaded question, and it's not black and white, so I'm going to give my opinion on it, and you guys can give your opinions on it in the comments. Let me know what you think. But I'm the type of person... Well, the short answer is no, it's not. It's not bad. But the long answer says, well, it really depends on the person. And I'm going to elaborate on that for my own personal life, because I'm the only person that I can judge. I'm a firm believer in not judging other people. I absolutely hate when people judge me, especially when they don't know me. And I spend my life just trying not to judge other people. That's a big part of my life. It's like, this person's doing that, but don't judge them on it. You know what I mean? So, of course we get those thoughts, but you kill them before they become anything more. So as far as spending hours and hours playing RS by yourself, I've done that in the past. I did it for 5.4 bill XP. Now, do I think it was right for me to do that in the past? Well, there's a couple different points we can go at this from. You could look at it and say, he wasted a lot of time, or I wasted a lot of time, look at it and be like, oh, well, I could have done this, I could have done that. I could have done, if there were things that I thought were better to do in my life, I could have done them. But I think at the point in my life where I was, that was the most enjoyable thing for me to do. So I did it. And for me to say you can't do that is it's wrong on so many levels, because one, I did it. Two, I can't judge other people. And I don't know a third one, but those are two good points that I can't judge someone on that. But do I necessarily think it was good for me? I don't know if that's the underlying question, but like I said, it depends on the person. For me personally, I want to go out and help people. I don't think my calling is to be playing RuneScape for the rest of my life. I'm sure you guys know that. You've seen in other videos me talking, or you've heard in other videos me talking about that. Talking about how I want to go help people. I want to use my engineering skills to design and help people in a way that maybe someone else couldn't. But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to do something like that. It may not be your calling to help millions of people or help thousands of people. I wouldn't go as far to say that your purpose is to be selfish and just do what you want. That's not the thing, but it's not for me to judge if you do choose to do that. We're all given the opportunity. Well, if you're watching this video, you probably have the opportunity to make decisions like that for yourself, where you get to pick and choose what you want. I know there's a lot of people that don't get to choose that. And those are the people that I want to help. Give that option so they can choose and pick things that they want to do, that they enjoy. There's a saying, and it's a saying for a reason. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I used to think it was makes Jack a doughboy, but I believe it's a dull boy. And what that means is, if you work all the time, life is not going to mean anything. It's just going to be there, and it's more likely for you to be depressed, basically. But if you do things that you enjoy, then it kind of balances that out. So that's another way you can look at it as well. Well, it could be a balance in your life of enjoyment and, work or whatever else you do. Now, it depends on like how many hours you're talking. He's saying hours and hours playing by yourself. I don't think I'm answering this one very well, but it is a rambling, and this is how my thought process happens. It really depends. I keep saying it depends, but there's a lot of things in life that it depends on other things. And that's what's so beautiful about life. It's just very complicated, and you gotta figure stuff out, and I like that part about life. But if this person here, and I'm talking to Elon like specifically, you say sometimes you think to yourself why you're playing the game, and you should do other stuff, but at the same time you're enjoying it. So if I was in your shoes, I would take a step back and ask myself, why are you playing the game, and try to answer that. For me, and this is going to get personal, for me, playing RuneScape for hours and hours and hours was an escape from, just the hard stuff that I had to deal with in my own personal life back when I was going for experience. I was very driven by anger, and I'm not proud of that. The only thing I am proud of is actually achieving what I did, but I'm not really proud of the motive behind it. I was very angry at the world, and I decided, well, F people, I'm going to just do my own thing and get this experience, which is definitely not a good place to be. I'm not at that place anymore. I give a lot of F about people now. I care about people, and I'm so glad I'm out of that place. But if that's not even really the question here, because I wasn't enjoying RuneScape. I mean, to an extent, yes, it was enjoyable because I was escaping from something, but it's not. I don't really. I hope nobody else has that perspective on it, because it's not a good perspective, the one that I had. But I could say, if you're enjoying RuneScape or any other game or any other hobby for that matter, I know some people that, if you think about it, it's just another hobby. You have people that like to go golf a couple times a week. You have people who, like to go bowling a couple times a week. You have people who do sports for, the fun of it, the activity, and stuff like that. People have their own hobbies. So I would kind of class RuneScape as a hobby. And I would say, it's fine until it gets to the point where you feel that it's not fine. And that's going to depend on your conscience and your beliefs and that sort of stuff. So that's why it depends. For me, it may be better for me to cut off RuneScape and go out and help people. But in the circumstance that I'm in right now, I don't have enough funds to go and help those people. So this is where I'm at right now. I'm trying to help people in the best way that I can by making videos and through entertainment, through also guidance, as well as opinions of my own that may help you, may not help you. Just build a community. I tell you the truth, a couple years ago, I never really cared about community. I was a very solo person, and I thought the world was a dark place. And I still do think that it's a dark place for the most part, but there's a lot of good people, or there's a lot of people with good intentions in the world. They just don't have a voice yet. Whether they're too shy or they're just not loud enough for me to hear them just yet. But there are a lot of people, and I'm starting to realize there's a lot of people that think like I do and that really want to help people. They just don't have the resources, just like I don't have the resources. And it just takes someone stepping up and doing something about it, and people will follow because they have the same beliefs as you. I'm gonna kind of going in a little bit of a ramble. So I don't know if I answered that question. I think as RuneScape players, if it's tough for us to make the decision if we're going to play or not, I think that's when we need to take a step back and think, well, what's really going on here? Is it, is RuneScape really enjoyable? Is it an obsession? Is it, taking too much of my time? Is it really worth my time? Could I be doing other things? Do I want to be doing other things? Things like that. There's a ton of other questions that are encompassed within this one question, because it's variable. For me personally, like I said before, actually, I don't really want to say what I said before, because that's how rambles are. And I've gotten comments saying that it's not really particularly a good thing for me to go in circles like that. But I think I answered it kind of well. Personally, I wouldn't spend hours and hours and hours on RuneScape if it were not for the fact that I'm doing it to help people with guides and through entertainment as well. I finished RuneScape 2 years ago, back in 2015, and then a little bit in 2016 to refinish. But RuneScape hasn't really been enjoyable for me since then. And I would spend my time in the lobby, sitting in the lobby. I remember 8 months after I finished getting experience, that's all I did was sit in the lobby. I didn't even bank stand. I just sat in the lobby. And it wasn't productive at all. I mean, I was talking to people, having conversations and stuff, but other than that, it was not really productive. I could have used my time better, like totally better. So it really just depends on how you feel. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. And I was going to say one more thing about the subject, but it wasn't really an answer. It was talking about the balance of, having... Oh, that's right. So the last way I think that I've looked at it is if, let's say, this person, just a person that plays RuneScape is their escape, and the only thing that's keeping them from committing suicide or something like that is playing this game and gaining XP. I think in that instance, it's totally fine for them to be playing RuneScape, because I would rather have someone playing RuneScape for the rest of their lives and live and have opportunity to do other things with their lives in the future than to just, do that thing and commit suicide and not be here and not have the opportunity. And because I'm all about opportunity. And so I know that was kind of like a weird thing to say, but it was one of the ways that I looked at it, because I know a lot of people play this game to escape and stuff, and I've had conversations with people where they were suicidal, and it's never a good place to be for either party, but I do my best to help in that way. And if RuneScape or a hobby in general is keeping you from doing that act, then I say do it. Do RuneScape. Do that hobby. I think that's one of the extremes, and the other extreme is, if it's consuming you, if the hobby is consuming you and you're not getting anything done, and your conscience is eating. That's the big thing. If your conscience is eating at you, then maybe it's time to step back and take a look. So there's really no black and white. It's kind of like, hey, what's going on in the individual's life? And I think I said all I needed to say about that. We're about 15 minutes now, so I think that is a good place to end. I don't want to go into a totally different topic, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. I am actually really eager to hear what you have to say, hear your thoughts on it. This is a meaty topic, and I'm all about community. Like I said, I used to not be about community, but I'm realizing that it's something that's a really, really good thing. So let me know what you think, and I will see you tomorrow for another video. Peace. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have a great day. Follow me on social media and subscribe for more. Peace.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day.